back from the dead.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I already went ahead and concealed my eyelids, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer with a little bit of powder. And I'm gonna grab this white shade from the ILUVSARAHI and COLOURPOP collection. I know in my last video I used the darker palette, but in this video I really want to get my hands on this one because it is so pretty, and I just couldn't wait to dive into that nice sparkly pink color. So once I'm done setting that concealer with that shade, I'm now going to grab a nice fluffy brush and this soft brown color from the palette, and this is going to serve as my transition color. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend it back and forth in windshield wiping motions, and I'm going to make sure to build this color up really nicely. And that's because I'm doing a half cut crease, so I want you to be able to see it once I go ahead and get started on the actual concealer and all of that. So you really want to build this color up really nice. And now grabbing this more precise blending brush, I'm going to grab the dark brown shade from the same palette, and I'm going to start putting this more on the outer V. Now with this color or any dark shadows that you do have, you really want to make sure you pat the color first and then blend. The reason I'm saying this is because any dark color can easily get patchy. So in order for us to avoid that, you really want to make sure you pat it in first. That way you get a lot more pigment and then blend it out. So that way you don't have to go back and forth so many times. Now grabbing that same fluffy brush that I started with, I'm going to go ahead and blend these two colors. And another thing is that I don't want the dark shadow to overpower the soft brown, so I am retouching that as well on my crease so that way you can actually see it. Now to actually cut my crease, I'm going to grab my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and this flat brush from Morphe. I'm going to start in the inner corner of my eye first and then slowly start to drag it out. Now I'm not going to take the concealer all the way across to the other side of my eye. I'm really going to stop halfway. This step is really personal preference depending where you want your concealer to stop. But I'm going to take my finger next and I'm just going to blend those two colors together. Now time for the part that I've been waiting for. Time to use this beautiful rosy champagne color. You guys, this color is super pigmented, but I really wanted it to pop a lot more. So I'm actually going to wet my brush with a little bit of primer water from Smashbox, and then I'm going to pat the color down. So I'm patting and I'm dragging my brush very slowly. That way I can get a lot more pigment. And I kid you not, this color went on so smooth. I can't even explain how impressed I am with the way that they go on and how pigmented they really are. This is honestly my favorite shade out of the whole entire collection besides the orangey shade that's in the other palette. But anyways, moving on to my eyeliner, I'm going to take the Tarte's or Tartez, I have no clue how you pronounce this eyeliner, and I'm going to use the brush that actually comes with it. Now this brush has a little bit of a curve to it, so it makes it really easy for me to get in the inner corner, but I always start in the center of my eye first, do the center, do the inner corner, and then actually do the wing liner. Now when it comes to wing liner, I have come to learn that whatever comes out will come out. So it can either be a thick line or it can be a thin line. I'm just gonna let the brush and my hand do its thing. Whatever comes out will come out. So let's just pray it's a really nice liner and I can get it even on both eyes. Now what I really like to do when using a cream liner, so it won't smudge or anything, I like to take my NYC liner and just trace over it. This will actually help it not to move throughout the day, and it makes it a little darker, so why not? Basically, this is what the liner came out to be. I honestly don't think it's bad. It came out not too thick, not too thin, right in the middle, so it's perfect. Now I'm going to take the same shadows that I used on top and place them right at the bottom. For this look, I really want it to be really smoky and sultry, so I'm going to take the LA Girl Cosmetics black liner and just put it all over my waterline, and then I'm going to actually smudge it out with that dark brown shade using this really tiny pencil brush. For this look, I really did want some pretty big lashes, so I'm grabbing these from Vegas Nay in the Allure collaboration in the style Grand Glamour, and I used my House of Lashes glue to apply them. Now I did have a little bit of lip plumper before I started with this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that off. And now for my lip color, I'm going to grab 951 in the lip pencil and the lipstick, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips as best as I can and then fill them in with the color. Now I did feel like 951 was a little too dark, a little too mauvey, so I'm going to take the gloss Curvy and just go right on top of that. This is actually giving me more of a nude vibe, which is what I really wanted instead of a dark mauvey shade. Now to start highlighting my face, I'm going to grab Jeffree Star Peach Goddess and this really nice brush from Morphe. I have been loving this brush lately to do my highlight. I feel like it really grabs enough and it doesn't kind of fly all over the place like a lot of brushes do. So this one has been my obsession lately. Take that same highlighter and just put it right in the inner corner to really highlight that area. And to set my whole entire face, I'm going to take the primer water from Smashbox, and that basically completes the whole entire look. This is the finished product. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so that way you won't miss out on the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.